Life gets a lot easier when the small everyday problems are handled. In this video, we're going through 25 RV items that cost under $25 and genuinely make day-to-day living smoother. Things that stop stuff from sliding, cut down on noise, save space, make cleaning faster, help with heat and humidity, and add a bit of safety for water and power hookups. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, and no expensive upgrades. Just simple gear you can grab almost anywhere and use right away. Number 1. Non-slip shelf and drawer liner. The fastest way to make an RV feel calmer is to stop the everything slides problem. A basic non-slip liner grips plates, cups, pantry items, and even bathroom bottles, so you're not picking stuff up every time you move or hit a bump. Go for a liner that's easy to cut with scissors and doesn't have a strong chemical smell. In cabinets, it also helps reduce rattling noise, which is a bigger deal than people expect on long driving days. In drawers, it keeps utensils from drifting and getting jammed. If you want the cleanest setup, pick a liner you can wipe down instead of a fabric one that holds crumbs. This one change makes the rest of your organizing actually stay organized. Number 2. Clear, stackable bins with lids. Once things stop sliding, the next headache is, where did that go? Clear bins fix that because you can see what's inside without pulling everything out. In an RV, that matters because you usually have deep cabinets and awkward corners where stuff disappears. Pick a couple of sizes that nest or stack, and try to keep categories simple. Snacks, coffee, spices, cleaning, toiletries, cords. Lids help because a bin can turn into a grab box you move to the picnic table or back inside fast. If you get bins with squared corners, you waste less space than round containers. The best part is, you can pull one bin out, use what you need, and slide it back without creating a mess. Number 3. Adjustable tension rods. Tension rods are one of those low-cost RV tricks that feel like a custom upgrade. You can use them in pantry cabinets to keep items from tipping forward, especially tall bottles or cereal boxes. They also work in the fridge to stop drinks and containers from shifting when you drive. Another simple use is under the sink as a barrier so cleaning bottles don't fall over, or as a mini hanging spot for spray bottles if the rod is strong enough. Look for rods with grippy ends so they don't slide on smooth surfaces. Measure the inside width of your cabinet first, then buy a rod with a range that covers it. It's quick, clean, and easy to remove later. Number 4. Over-the-door hanging organizer. RV storage is all about using vertical space, and an over-the-door organizer turns empty door into useful space instantly. This is perfect for shoes, small tools, chargers, sunscreen, bug spray, pet stuff, or bathroom items, depending on where you hang it. The key is choosing a slim organizer that won't keep the door from closing properly. Soft fabric pockets are quieter than hard plastic bins, which matters when you're driving and everything vibrates. If the hooks feel loose, a small piece of felt or a thin pad between the hook and the door can cut down on rattling. Keep the heaviest items lower so the organizer doesn't swing. It's a simple way to add storage without drilling holes. Number 5. Removable adhesive hooks and strips. When you can't, or don't want to, drill into RV walls, removable adhesive hooks are a lifesaver. They're great for keys, hats, lightweight jackets, dish towels, a small hand broom, or a shower loofah. The biggest win is creating landing zones so you don't set things down randomly and lose them. For RV use, pay attention to weight ratings and choose hooks designed for humid areas if you're putting them in the bathroom. Clean the surface well before sticking them on, and give the adhesive time to set before you hang anything. If you ever remove them, do it slowly, following the product directions so you don't damage the wall finish. Done right, this adds function without permanent changes. Number 6. Magnetic hooks for metal surfaces. If your RV has any metal surfaces, like the fridge side, a metal shower frame, or certain entry doors, magnetic hooks give you instant hanging space with zero adhesive and zero holes. They're great for dish towels, keys, small lanterns, dog leashes, or a lightweight jacket. The trick is to buy hooks with a strong magnet and a clear weight rating, because weak magnets slide when the RV moves. Also, magnets hold best on flat steel. They won't work on aluminum or plastic panels. In daily use, they make the RV feel less cluttered because you can keep essentials off counters. If you move them around as needed, you'll quickly find your best spots for daily routines like cooking, showering, or heading out the door. Number 7. Reusable Velcro cable ties. Cables in an RV multiply fast. Phone chargers, laptop cords, fan cords, power banks, and random adapters you only need sometimes. Reusable Velcro cable ties keep them from turning into a tangled pile that wastes time every day. They're also handy outside for bundling extension cords or keeping a small hose tidy when you store it, as long as it's clean and dry first. Choose ties that are long enough to wrap thicker cords, and keep a few in a drawer near your charging station so you actually use them. If you want this to feel next level, group cords by purpose: bedside, kitchen, desk area, and keep each bundle together. It's a tiny habit that makes setup and teardown way smoother, especially if you move camp often. Number 8. Motion sensor LED puck lights. RV lighting is rarely perfect. Closets, storage bays, and cabinet corners can be dark, and turning on the main lights at night is annoying. Motion sensor puck lights fix that by giving you light exactly where you need it, only when you open a door or reach into a compartment. Many run on AA or AAA batteries, and some are rechargeable. For RV life, look for a warm or neutral light tone so it doesn't feel harsh. Mount them with removable strips so you can reposition later. Great spots include the pantry, wardrobe, under-sink cabinet, and the entry area near the steps. The goal is simple: fewer "where is it" moments, fewer stubbed toes, and a smoother night routine without lighting up the whole rig. Number 9. USB rechargeable clip-on reading light. Once storage and lighting are handled, the next everyday problem is personal comfort in a small space. A clip-on reading light gives you focused light for reading, planning routes, journaling, or quiet work without blasting overhead fixtures. In an RV, that matters because overhead lights can be bright, flat, and annoying late at night. Go for a model with adjustable brightness and a flexible neck so you can aim it exactly where you want. USB rechargeable is usually easier than constantly buying batteries, and it's one less thing to keep stocked. Clip it to a headboard, a shelf edge, or the dinette. This is also helpful if you have different sleep schedules because one person can use a small light while the rest of the RV stays dim. Number 10. Folding step stool. Overhead cabinets are useful until you can't reach them comfortably. A small folding step stool makes daily tasks easier and safer. Grabbing a pan, reaching a high shelf, cleaning a vent, or checking a cabinet latch. For RV use, pick one with a locking design, a wide step, and rubber feet so it doesn't slide on vinyl flooring. The best stools fold flat, so you can store them beside the fridge, in a narrow closet gap, or under the bed. This isn't about being fancy. It's about making the RV work for real bodies in real routines. When it's easy to reach things, you're less likely to overload lower cabinets just for convenience, and your storage stays balanced and more stable while driving. Number 11. Collapsible dish tub. RV sinks are often small, and sometimes you don't want to wash dishes directly in the basin. A collapsible dish tub gives you a flexible second sink for washing, soaking, or even carrying items outside. It's also handy if you're trying to save water. You can wash in the tub and rinse quickly instead of running water nonstop. Choose a tub that stands up well when full, with sturdy sides and handles that don't pinch. When you're done, it collapses and stores flat, which is the whole point in a tight kitchen. Some people also use it for rinsing produce or holding cooking tools while traveling so they don't rattle. It's simple, cheap, and surprisingly useful once it lives in your RV. Number 12. Roll-up dish drying rack. Counter space is limited, and dish drying can turn into a constant mess. A roll-up drying rack sits over the sink so you can dry dishes without using counter space at all. When you're done, it rolls up and disappears into a drawer. Look for one made of stainless rods with a silicone coating so it grips well and doesn't scratch surfaces. The size matters. Measure your sink width so it fits properly and doesn't wobble. This rack also doubles as a cooling rack for hot pans or a spot to set washed produce. In an RV, multi-use items are the best kind of items. Pairing this with a collapsible dish tub makes the whole dish routine faster, cleaner, and way less frustrating, especially if you're cooking daily on the road. Number 13. Silicone sink strainer and drain stopper. Clogged RV drains are not something you want to deal with mid-trip. A simple silicone sink strainer catches food bits before they go down the drain, which helps keep odors down and reduces the chance of slow draining. Silicone is nice because it's easy to clean, it doesn't rust, and it flexes to fit slightly different drain shapes. Some models also act as a stopper, which is useful when you want to fill the sink or a dish tub. The main tip is to pick one that sits flat and doesn't pop up when water flows. It's a tiny item that prevents a very annoying problem. If you stay on top of it, your kitchen feels cleaner, your plumbing stays happier, and you're not stuck troubleshooting a preventable mess later. Number 14. Silicone stretch lids. In a small fridge, odd-shaped containers waste space fast. Silicone stretch lids help you cover bowls, cups, cut fruit, and leftovers without needing a perfect matching lid for every container. They also cut down on disposable wrap and bulky storage, which is a win in a small RV kitchen. Look for a set with multiple sizes and a grippy rim so it seals well. They work best on smooth, dry edges, so wipe the rim of a bowl before stretching the lid over it. They're especially useful when you're traveling because they help keep odors contained and reduce spills if something shifts in the fridge. This is one of those small upgrades that quietly makes daily food storage easier without adding clutter or taking up a whole drawer. Number 15. Microfiber quick-dry towels. Regular towels can stay damp longer in an RV, especially in humid weather, and that can lead to a musty smell. Microfiber quick-dry towels solve that because they dry faster, pack smaller, and still handle everyday cleanup. Keep a couple in the kitchen for dishes and counters, and a couple for general use like wiping condensation off windows or drying off wet gear. If you want a cleaner routine, pick 2 colors so you don't mix kitchen towels with everything else. Microfiber also helps with streak-free cleaning on glass and shiny surfaces, which RVs have a lot of. The main thing is washing them without heavy fabric softener, because that can reduce absorbency. They're cheap, practical, and they earn their spot quickly once you live in a small space. Number 16. Collapsible laundry hamper or pop-up basket. Laundry in an RV is less about doing laundry and more about keeping clothes from taking over the floor. A collapsible hamper gives you a dedicated place for dirty clothes that doesn't eat up space when it's empty. Pop-up mesh baskets are light and foldable, while fabric hampers with handles are better if you carry laundry to a laundromat. In an RV, ventilation matters, so something breathable helps reduce that damp clothes smell. Keep it in the bathroom corner, under a bed, or inside a closet, depending on your layout. Having one clear spot for laundry also helps you pack smarter, because you can see how fast you're going through clothes. It's a basic item, but it stops clutter from building up, and that makes the whole RV feel easier to live in. Number 17. Shower squeegee with suction mount. RV showers get wet fast, and small bathrooms don't always dry out quickly. A simple shower squeegee helps you clear water off the walls and door after a shower, which cuts down on water spots, soap buildup, and that damp bathroom smell. Choose a compact squeegee that fits your shower space and has a strong suction mount or a hook you trust. In daily use, it turns into a 20-second habit that saves you a lot of scrubbing later. It also helps if you have a shower curtain that tends to stick or stay wet. Less water sitting around means it dries faster. This is a small item, but it's one of the easiest ways to keep the bathroom feeling clean without spending extra time on deep cleaning all the time. Number 18. Moisture absorber tubs or hanging packs. Condensation and humidity are normal in RVs, especially in closets, under sinks, and near exterior walls. Moisture absorber tubs or hanging packs pull water from the air, helping prevent musty smells and reducing the chance of mildew on stored fabrics.
They're especially useful during rainy seasons or when the RV is closed up for a few days.
Place them where air is still and moisture builds up: wardrobe corners, bathroom cabinets, and storage compartments. A practical tip is to check them regularly so they don't overfill, and keep them upright to avoid spills. Always follow the label instructions and keep them out of reach of kids and pets, since the contents aren't meant to be handled. For the price, this is an easy way to keep the RV smelling fresher and feeling less damp. Number 19. Activated charcoal odor absorber bags. Moisture control helps a lot, but odors can still linger from shoes, cooking, pets, or storage areas. Activated charcoal odor absorber bags are a low-maintenance fix because they trap odors instead of covering them with perfume. Put them near the shoe area, under the sink, in a closet, or in a storage bin that tends to smell stale. Many are reusable. You refresh them by placing them in sunlight occasionally, depending on the product directions. In an RV, this is useful because you don't always want strong air fresheners in a tight space, and you may be sensitive to scents. Charcoal bags are also quiet and mess-free. No liquids, no plugins, no batteries. It's one of those easy upgrades that makes the RV feel cleaner the moment you open a cabinet or walk back inside after a long day outside. Number 20. Reflective windshield sunshade. Heat management makes RV life way more comfortable, and a reflective windshield sunshade is one of the cheapest upgrades for that. It helps block sunlight, reduces heat buildup in the front area, and protects your dashboard from constant sun exposure. It also adds privacy when you're parked close to neighbors. For best results, buy one that fits your windshield size well, because gaps let heat in and make it annoying to use. Folding styles are common and store easily behind seats or under a mattress.
Even in cooler seasons, sunshades can help because bright sun through the windshield can still heat the interior quickly. This is especially useful if you work inside your RV during the day
or travel with pets. Less heat inside means your AC doesn't have to work as hard, and the whole rig feels more livable. Number 21. Screen repair tape or patch kit. RV screens take a beating from travel, wind, and daily use, and a small tear can turn into a full-on bug problem fast. Screen repair tape, or a patch kit, is a quick fix that keeps insects out without replacing the whole screen. Look for tape designed specifically for screen material, ideally one that's weather-resistant and blends in. Clean and dry the area before applying so it sticks well. For small holes, a patch on both sides can feel more secure, but even a single clean patch is better than leaving a gap. This is the kind of item you'll be glad you already have when you notice damage at night or right before bed. It's cheap, doesn't take up much space, and it prevents a minor issue from turning into an ongoing annoyance every time you open a window. Number 22. Inline RV water hose filter. Campground water quality can vary a lot, and an inline hose filter is an easy way to improve taste and reduce sediment before water reaches your RV system. It connects in line with your fresh water hose, usually near the spigot, and it's simple to replace when it's used up. If possible, look for a filter that lists recognized testing standards on the packaging, and pay attention to flow rate so it doesn't slow water too much. This isn't about making extreme claims. It's about basic, practical improvement and protecting your faucets and shower head from grit. People also like it for making water better for coffee and cooking, which you notice quickly if you travel between different regions. It's one of the most RV-specific cheap wins because it improves daily life every time you turn on the tap.
Number 23. Water pressure regulator. High water pressure at some campgrounds can stress RV plumbing, and that can lead to leaks you really don't want. A basic water pressure regulator helps keep pressure at a safer, more consistent level. Many RVers aim for something around 40 to 50 pounds per square inch, but the right target depends on your RV, so check your manual and the regulator's specs. The simple routine is connecting the regulator at the spigot before your hose, then running your hose to the RV. Choose a solid brass regulator rather than very lightweight plastic, and keep it clean and dry when stored. Some models include a gauge, but those can cost more. The plain regulators are often still very affordable. This is one of those items that doesn't feel exciting until it prevents a problem. And preventing problems is what makes RV life easier. Number 24. 3-light outlet tester with GFCI test button. Electrical hookups can be unpredictable, and you don't want to find out the hard way that an outlet is wired incorrectly. A simple 3-light outlet tester is a quick check you can do before plugging in sensitive gear. Many include a GFCI test button, which helps you confirm a GFCI outlet trips as expected. This doesn't replace professional electrical inspection, and it can't catch every possible issue, but it's a practical, low-cost tool that adds a layer of confidence. Keep it in the same bin as your adapters so you remember to use it. The main idea is simple. Test first, then connect. In an RV, tiny habits like this reduce stress because you're not guessing. It's one small step that can save you from annoying troubleshooting later. Number 25. Digital tire pressure gauge. Tire pressure affects ride comfort, handling, and tire wear, and RV tires can lose pressure slowly without you noticing. A small digital tire pressure gauge makes it quick to check, especially early in the day before driving when tires are cold. Look for one with a backlit display so you can read it in low light, and keep it somewhere easy, like the glove box or a side pocket near the driver's seat. The important part is using the tire pressure listed for your setup. Check your RV and tire information, and don't guess.
Even if you have a monitoring system, a simple handheld gauge is a good backup because it's fast and doesn't rely on sensors or batteries in the tires. This is one of those under $25 tools that pays off every trip because it helps you stay consistent and catch small changes before they become bigger problems.